Okay, we are going to convert between systems. Now, the beautiful thing about math, the thing that makes math such a lovely subject, a subject that you wish you could take to the prom, is because it always makes sense. If something works in math, it always works in math. Not in life necessarily, but always in math class. Okay? I use this as an example because, of course, as you well know, when you can behave in one certain situation and then behave the exact same way the next day and get in trouble the next day. That is not the way it is with math class. With math class, we remember that any conversion in any class between any units is all done the same way. You have what you're converting. You don't need to write this down. You guys have already written this down. What you need to convert, unless you want to remember it. And you have to multiply that by what we call a conversion factor. And the conversion factor is always the same. It's what we want over what we have. Okay? Always. One of those is going to be a 1, almost always. Everybody cool? All right. So we got the first one right here. Now again, there's nothing really to teach you here. This is just practice. And if you follow this rule, you can always do it. The only thing you can learn from me is shortcuts to doing it. And the only shortcut is you start to recognize when you multiply and when you divide without writing it all out. Okay? That's the only thing, that's the only trick to these first 2 lessons. That's why I start with it. There's no tricks. There's no, oh, you got me, Mr. Myers. There's none of that. Because you can always just do this. Okay? Okay. So what do I need to convert? I need to convert 19 meters. So I start with 19 meters. And what do I want? I want feet. So I look at, oh, I haven't given you guys this yet. Take one of these and pass it around. Now let's see how well this goes this time. You're off to a good start. Grade 10, well done. Not a lot of stress here. We're doing it. We're no problem. Things are going well. Bronwyn's the first linchpin. Well done, Victoria. A stumble. We're okay now. Good recovery. Scarlett's right now. Here's where it could all go wrong. Here's where it could go wrong. And no! Well done. Well done. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, Elma could also where somewhere where it could go wrong, but no. Oh, Sam, I saw that. You just gummed it all up. Now it's going to get screwed. Oh, look at this. Now, Beryl, no pressure, Beryl. No pressure. Wait for it. Yeah! Here we go. It's going nicely. I think we could have success on only the second handout of the year. Sometimes this takes till November to get it right. That's why I like teaching pre-diploma classes. They usually get it on the second try. I'm going to stop watching now because I have faith. There's only one thing left that could happen. There we go. No pressure. It all comes down to Luke running the anchor leg. I had exactly the right amount of copies. Oh, here we go, here we go. And Luke finishes. Strong finish, breaks the tape, gold medal. Well done, grade 10. All this and brains too. Good job, everyone. Okay. Well, that's cool, man. That's all right. Patricia, you got any more? You're like a magician. Nothing up my sleeve. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, another one! Hey! I like that. You even went sleeveless so nothing could hide up your sleeve. All right. Look on your list because we need what we want. What do we want? feet. And what do we have? Meters. Look on your list and see if you can find feet in meters. Can you? No, you don't have feet in meters. What do you have? Feet and centimeters. But you know how centimeters and meters work because I taught you that yesterday, didn't I? So what could you write right here? 1 foot equals how many meters? What do you got to do to 30.48 centimeters to turn it into a meter? Times by 100? Move the decimal. Which direction? Left, which is what math? When the decimal moves left. Is it times or divide? Divide. So you were right, you needed to move by 100, but hopefully you would have said, hey, wait a minute. 1 foot can't be 3,000 centimeters. Or 3,000 meters. So 1 foot is 0.3048. That's the type of thing that you guys got to figure out for yourself. You picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, because it's not right on there. So 1 foot is 0.3048. Now, the 1 is in the numerator spot. Do you need that 1? Because technically what we're doing here is 19 times 1 divided by 0.3048. Do you need that 19 times 1 step? No, it's just 19 divided by 0.3048, right? So you do that math, and you get 62 point what? There's a reason I'm making you do this. I had to be careful when I wipe my lip. There's staples in there. So what do you get? Somebody has hit 6 buttons. What do you get? Wrong one? It doesn't matter the rest, right? 62.3, blah, oops, blah, 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 right? Doesn't matter. Now, the reason I bring this up is this. With provincial exams gone, my vision of the future, what I envision is going to happen. You're all in pre-diploma, you're all going into IB. I assume you're all planning to go to some sort of post-secondary education. Am I correct? Until last year, all those post-secondary institutions had a vast database of your ability in high school. It was called the provincial exam results. They have been taken away from those universities. I believe, and I don't know this for sure because I do not run a university, but I believe that the universities are going to reinstitute their own entrance exams. Do you understand what I am saying? Like they used to have way back in the day. And I even reminded myself. I believe that they are going to have these exams. Now the problem with these exams is they are not about your ability in a given subject, ever. They are about your ability to take a test. Do you understand what I am saying? And here is an example. If it was multiple choice, and it will be, choice A is going to be 62.3, blah, blah, blah. And choice B will be something, and choice C will be something, and choice D will be 62. What is the right answer? Why is it 62? Because the question says to the nearest foot. But a bunch of people will circle A. because their calculator is showing them that. Do you see what I'm saying? I only bring it up because, or if by grade 12 they bring provincial exams back, I want you guys to be aware of that is what the mindset of the guys that write these exams. They want to trip you up that way because they know that you can learn the math. They want to see if you can also pay attention, think, and multitask. That's what they're really testing you for. Everybody cool? All right. So, of course, the answer is 62. Now, look at number 2. What is different about number 2? Oh, certainly. No, it was 19 divided by 0.3048. Because the 19 times 1 would stay in the numerator, right? So it'll depend on the question. I will always tell you what I need you to do. Or you will just do all the math you can, show me everything you can. Understand? All right. Number 2, I have miles and I have kilometers. I have given this question many times. And every time I give this question, there's always a bunch of people that convert both of them. Do you need to? Of course not. How many do you need to convert? One of them. They all have to be in the same unit. Does it matter which one you convert? Of course not. So if we go with 62, I was in miles, so I need to go to kilometers. So what do I have? Miles. What do I need? km. Then I go to my list and I check it. Where is the list? The list I just handed out to you, it's right here. 1 and 1.609. Now the biggest mistake kids make is they forget which to put in the numerator and which to put in the denominator. That's why when I am showing people this and teaching them, I always write it out first. I know I need kilometers. I know I have 1 and 1.609. When I go to my data booklet, I see that the 1.609 goes with the km. So I go back to my notes. Oh, there's the km, 1.609. Do I care about divided by 1? Dividing by 1 doesn't change the value, does it? So this is just 62 times 1.609. And I go to my calculator and I get my answer. And it's going to be around 100, right? Somebody's done the work. What is it? 99.758. So Hannah drove 99 miles. Farron drove 99 kilometers. Farron drove 98 kilometers. Who drove further? Hannah. Remember, before you do anything, read the question and decide what you're going to do. Have a plan of attack. Because I watch you guys, and you start working crazy, and then you get halfway through a question, you're like, what was I doing again? And you get confuzzled. Now, not right now, because these are one-step questions, right? But by the end of this unit, they're going to be bigger. So you got to have a plan of attack, okay? Alex, 6'2" tall. List his or her driver's license. He needs to convert this measurement to centimeters. How many of you have gone and gotten your learners? None of you yet? I guess not. You're only in grade 10, right? Yeah. When you go to get your learners, they're going to ask you your height and weight. You're going to give it to them in what? How are you going to give your height? You're not going to give your height in centimeters. You're a liar. How tall are you? See? Picking up what I'm putting down? Nobody gives their height in centimeters. So the girl, or the guy, but it's usually a girl, has to look on a chart and do a conversion of your height. It's no big deal. They're all right there. But the person never has it in front of them. I don't know why. Everybody that comes and gives their height, unless they're from Europe or Quebec, gives their height in inches and feet. And then they got to find their little card and do a conversion. But the card's never with them. I don't know why. I would keep the card near my desk. They always have to look for it. Every time I've gone in there, they have to look for it and find it. So the last time we went in there, because I'm a math nerd, I'd already converted my weight and height to kilograms and centimeters. And the clerk was very, very, very pretty. So she says, what's your height? And I say, 177 centimeters. And she picks up her card and goes to convert it. And I say, no. 177 centimeters. And she's like, you did that for me already? Yes, I did. Now, were I not a married man, ice broken, we're going for drinks at 5 o'clock. Yeah. Guys, math's very important. Okay, so anyway, let's do this now. What's the problem here? What do I need to convert? I need to convert feet and inches to centimeters, yes? Well, look on your chart. Is there a conversion for feet and inches? Yeah, but it's not one step, is it? So what is my choice here? I got to do more than one conversion, don't I? There is a conversion for inches to centimeters, yes? But I don't have inches here. So what do I need to do first? Yeah. So if you have a plan of attack, it's no problem, right? I got to get feet to inches to centimeters. Okay, well, I've got 6 feet. So that's 6 to inches times 12. And I got to add my 2. 74 inches, yeah? Now, I got to multiply by my conversion factor. I want centimeters, so cm over inches. Because I sometimes forget which number to put where. But if I write what I want, I can't do it wrong. Right? Wait, I can't do it wrong, correct? Right? So, centimeter, I just take my 2 numbers, 2.54 over 1. So all I got to do is multiply, 74 times 2.54. And you get an answer, and it's like 183 or something. What is it? 187.96. Okay, so it's 188. Jeez. I don't have to be like that, Sam. I'm getting old. It's been a while since I've done these. It's a good thing I don't have. I have a very thick skin and can take criticism. I do know teachers that can't take criticism. When a 15-year-old makes fun of them, they leave and cry. I don't get it, man. I love it when you guys make fun of me because that means I get to make fun of you. I don't start it, but I'll always try to finish it. And somebody always cries to their mom and dad, and I have to meet their parents on parent-teacher night. I have to be like, and they're like, and then they leave, and I always hear them out there, he's not that bad. And I'm like, yeah. Parent-teacher night's coming. Hope to meet all of your folks. What do you think I'm going to say about you? I'm very pleasant. Everybody is awesome when I meet your parents because I'm so happy to actually meet parents. I come here all night. I have 200 students. I'm lucky if I meet 10 parents. And since it's 2016, usually I get a mom and a dad from a few kids because they've divorced. So it actually counts only as one parent. My lowest has been like 4 sets of parents out of 200 kids. It's so lonely. I just sit here playing solitaire. So please come and visit me. You can come with your parents if you want. I'll talk about you like you're actually in the room. I won't do that thing where you just talk to the parents and completely ignore the kid. I'll actually include you. Right? You guys will come, right? You won't leave me sitting here by myself? Lies. Okay. Number 4 is a fun one. Why? Who can see the shortcut I can do in number 4? Because number 4 is a lot like number 3, yeah? But there's a shortcut. Bronwyn. Yeah, you convert the 11 feet to inches. Do you have to? Because there's a shortcut here. 11 feet 9 inches is 11 feet and 9/12 of the next foot, isn't it? Doesn't 9/12 look a little suspicious as a fraction? What is it really? 11 3/4. Doesn't 3/4 as a fraction work real well as a decimal? What? 11.75. Now, do you need to do any converting? Because some fractions work, don't they? What are the fractions of feet that will work as decimals real easily? What inches can we use as a decimal immediately? Scarlett? 3, 6, 9. 25, half, 3/4. Or any others? Do 4 and 8 work? Close enough, aren't they? Because they're thirds, right? So 3.333 and 0.667. So if you have those decimals, you can actually use decimals even though you're dealing with imperial. Everybody cool with that? It's a useful thing because, as you guys are well aware, if you got to take 10 little steps, there's a chance you screw up one of them, right? So anytime you can save a step is something that's useful to you. So I like to just turn that to 11.75, right? I know the bridge, or my truck, is 3.5 meters high. This is my low bridge here. So I need that in meters instead of feet. And I already know that. It's 0.3048 and 1. So it's 11.75 times 0.3048. Will I fit under the bridge? And you think this is a silly question until you drive the highway into Vancouver and just past the exit to Langley, there's that overpass for the railroad tracks. Look at the concrete next time you drive to Vancouver and tell me that this isn't important in real life. Does he fit? Because what's the answer? 3.54, isn't it? 3.58. So does he fit? No, better not. Of course, if he does go under there and risks it and get stuck, we got to get him out. Just let the air out of his tires. That happened once in an American city. I think it was Cincinnati. I'm sure it was Cincinnati. A guy got stuck in an express tunnel. And it was like, oh my God, we're never going to get this guy out. And somebody said, why don't you just let the air out of his tires? And he drove out. In Vancouver a few years ago, a crane hit a bridge because they didn't measure it. And it was high tide. And everyone's like, tides don't affect rivers, except they do, because the river goes into the ocean. Tides affect us far up here. The Fraser changes in height with tides. So yeah, he went through with a giant crane, hit a pipe on the underside of the Knight Street Bridge, a water main, burst the pipe. People had no water for ages. You couldn't flush your toilet or nothing. Not when I was living there. But I watched it on the news. And I was like a math guy, and I was like, those people are idiots. Math guys often think other people are idiots. I don't really know why. Most because nobody can do math. I don't know why people can't do math. But people say they can't do math. All right, word problems are done. You guys rocket through these. 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys go, I'll go, and let's see who wins. Yo. Oh, yeah, you need another paper. You even told me about that. But I don't have any more. Wait. No, that's somebody's essay. Nope, that's grade 9. Ooh, what was that horrid noise? Is that your feet? Ugh. That's okay. Oh, wait, you could be in luck. It's my last one. If you lose this, you're screwed. Yep, okay. Oh, now I'm behind. Everybody's ahead of me. Oh. Grr. Where's my calculator? I'm behind. Oh, I bet you guys are peeking and looking at my sheet. Yeah. Fix that. Fix your little red wagons. Done. Did I win? Did I win? Anybody on number 8 yet? Number 9? Oh. I'm going to highlight the answers in purple because that is my favorite color. Let that be known to everybody. My Christmas is coming. It's never too early to start shopping, no matter what the stores say. If you pay close attention, I will start giving more and more hints. Because I know I'm a difficult man to shop for. I'm just kidding. You guys don't have to buy me presents at all. You do not have to buy me presents. You do not have to buy me any presents. It is absolutely unnecessary to buy me presents. Is that clear? It absolutely will not help you at all. Oh, you can't even read them when they're highlighted in purple. That sucks. Undo, 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 undo. Can you read them when they're highlighted in yellow? Okay. I love highlighting. I know, it makes me a total nerd. It's like you guys needed more proof that I was a total nerd. Can I move on? Nobody needs to double check any of these, do they? If you do, please do. Ask me. I'm more than willing. One. Oh my goodness! I did number 6 upside down, didn't I? Yeah! See, I shouldn't have erased you guys. It's 1 over 0.9144. So it's really... Dang! Nice job, Sam. Gummy bear for you. You're on a roll today. They're not as frozen as... Oh, that was a horrible throw. It hit Victoria right in the head. Sorry, Victoria. It's because I threw backhanded. That's not how you throw, right? Nobody would throw that way in real life. It's nothing personal. It's just a bad throw. I wasn't trying to... No, don't give me that look. Don't. It's hurtful. I don't know, when do you women learn that look? Because you all have it. Do you all like get together and think about, like talk to your mom, say, Mom, there's some things I need to know. You know when you look at Dad and he does everything you tell him to do? What's that look? Because I don't have it yet. Grade 9 girls don't have it. But grade 10 girls, this is when a few of you start to pick it up. And it's withering. I'm a grown-ass man. And it still gets me. Yes, Victoria? Wait. Anahat had her hand up first. And I wanted to practice saying her name, because I can already say Victoria. Maybe 8's wrong, because I'm a dummy head. No, 8 I know is not wrong. Oh, that's dyslexia. That doesn't count. I had the right numbers. That doesn't count. Victoria? Yes. So, again, see, number 7 was the one I did my own shortcut. I forgot I was teaching. So number 7, I should have done, I needed centimeters, and I had inches. So now I go back to my sheet. I find the numbers that work with centimeters and inches, and it's 1 and 2.54. So when you look on your sheet, you see right here, 1 inch, 2.54 centimeters, right? The 2.54 goes with the centimeters. The 1 inch goes the inch goes, or the 1 goes with the inches. And because the 1's on the bottom, it's going to be divided by 1, so we don't care about it. So we just multiply straight across. Cool? Sorry about that, guys. I won't race you anymore because it makes me look stupid. Okay? Here's what. I'll go left-handed. Deal? You guys do 8, 9, and 10. Oh, wow. There's a lot of writing there. I'm going for it. Or 9, 10, and 11. Go. No, I can't do it left-handed. I'm going to try. That's how long it took me to do 1. That's left-handed. It's 7.39. Should I write it out nicely? Okay, so what's weird about number 9? It's yards and inches, yeah? So you got to convert something else, right? So what I did was I took my 8 yards and I went 8 times 36. Because there's 36 inches to a yard, yeah? And then I added these 3 inches. 8 times 36 is 288, plus 3 is 291 inches. But I need meters. So I go to centimeters. Centimeters over inches. 2.54 over 1, what I just did. 291 times 2.54 got me 739.14 centimeters. But I don't want centimeters, I want meters. So I move the decimal how many spaces? 2 to the left, because meters to centimeters, or centimeters to meters. 0.3914 meters. Everybody cool? Now, is number 10 one of those special ones that I don't have to do any converting with? Why, Bronwyn? Which is 0.5. So I can just go 12.5 feet, can't I? Times, now I want meters. So I want meters, so meters goes on top, feet goes on the bottom, and we know that it's 1 and 0.3048. So when the 1 is on the top, when the 1's on the bottom, it's multiply. When the 1 is on the top, it is divide. So I do 12.5 divided by 0.3048 to get, oh, it's the other way around though again. I want meters, so that's 0.3048 up there in the 1. Now the reason that I make a lot of mistakes with this is why? Why do you think I always make my fraction different? Right? Like when I screw up the fraction. Can you guys guess why that would be? Because I'm not perfect. You've seen me screw up a few of them, right? Can you guess why that would be? Do you think that when I'm doing this for myself, I actually write out the fraction? No, I don't. I'm doing it in my head. So when I did that work, and I did that wrong, I went 12.5 divided by 0.3048. I got 41. Right away, I knew that was the wrong answer because I know 41 meters can't be, 12 feet can't be 41 meters. You picking up what I'm putting down? That's why I gave you that first day when we went around and we actually looked at actual measurements of things, right? So when you do punch it in wrong, which can happen, you can look at it right away and say, holy crap, that was a stupid thing to write there, and fix it right away. See? Now, what about this one? What about this measurement allows me to just use it as it is? Pardon? Yeah, 28 out of 100 because it's SI, right, Case? So I can just go 14.28 and convert it to yards. I want yards, so it's 1 yard over 0.9144 meters. When the 1 is on the top, it's divide, and I get 15.61. Everybody cool? It's just practice. There's no tricks at all. This isn't one of those things where you do 50 questions and I say, okay, everybody got it? Well, now here's what really happens. And the teacher messes you up. It's not like that here. So your job tonight, or right now, because 12:36, how long's class go? I can never remember. Till 1:04. You got lots of time. Do 12A and B, which is a true story. I really drove through the United States. I really drove that far. I drove all the way to Georgia. I almost drove to Florida, but I was like, man, I was lying on the beach in Georgia, and I was like, I could get one more state, or I could lie on the beach for an extra day. I chose beach. Sorry. Makes the story a little less cool that I didn't actually drive to Florida. Only got to Georgia. But I have a funny story about Georgia that I'll tell you one day, like in a few minutes, because I love this story. So you guys go ahead and try these two. Please look at B. B is difficult. It makes you do a conversion that I've never given you conversions for. You got to figure it out. But the first one's easy. Now I'm going to turn off my screen and I'm going to finish this one and I'll put it on YouTube so you can check it tonight at home. Also, you're going to do sheet 1-3, okay? And then because as I'm saying this, I'm realizing I never showed you the answers to sheet 1-2, did I? So tomorrow I'll show you the answers to both sheet 1 and sheet 1-2 and sheet 1-3. Okay? But if I'm not mistaken, one of the questions on sheet 1-2 is completely unreadable, wasn't it? Yeah. I'll talk about that in a moment. It's the one about the flowers, right? Oh, you can't read it, right? Some of you might be able to. Here's what it should look like. I will write it out nicely for you. All the information that's important. Well, you don't know how many times I slept and stuff. So yeah, I want to know how much time I was driving in days, hours, and minutes. How much time I spent driving if I had driven nonstop. Part of the funny story is I only have my wife and had no kids, so we only slept every second night. I drove 20 hours out of every 24 hours because my wife's a crappy driver. She's so bad, Beryl. She doesn't watch these, so I won't get in trouble. She's an awful driver. So I'd be driving along like this, and she'd be like, "Let me drive." And I'd say, "Sure, honey, I'm so tired." And she'd start driving. I'd be like, "I'll take back over, I'm okay." I want a number, a single set of numbers that has days, hours, and minutes. There's going to be leftovers because there's going to be seconds, but you don't have to worry about them. I want to see if you can figure out the conversions without using a sheet. Because I told you all conversions are the same, right? One sec. Okay. Guys, here is that question from 1-2. That's the information you need for it if you can't read it on the photocopy. And tomorrow we'll go over all of sheet 1-2 and all of sheet 1-3. That's your homework for tonight. No. Oh, the extra assignment I gave you. Yeah, those 2 pages. Yeah, that should be done by tomorrow. Just what? On your outline, you should be done this and this by tomorrow. Those are the extra sheets that I handed out to you. Okay? You do not need to do the puzzle sheets because I never gave them to you. Yes, I'm going back to the question right now. Smart move, Rachel. Well done. Bonus points for you. Did you put me in there? This is my bad side. I could have given you this. Huh? Way better, right? I know. You don't have to say. I look just like the guy from Big Bang Theory. Except that's not true. Which guy? Koothrappali. Leonard. I look like Leonard. Huh? I know, I totally do. It's not kind of. I totally do. Except he doesn't have gray hair because he's a movie actor, so he dyes it because he's a wuss. But let me tell you guys something. You want to know something funny about Leonard? Johnny Galecki? His birthday, April 30th, 1975. He's 41. Guess what my birthday is? April 27th, 1975. I'm 3 days older than him. So I don't look like him. Boy looks like me. Got it? And I don't know who my dad is, so I have this fantasy in my head that my dad and Johnny Galecki's dad are the same guy. And my mom had twins, and Johnny Galecki's dad looked down at us, or my dad and his dad looked down, flipped the coin, and took him. Because he was born in Belgium. And nobody is really born in Belgium. Right? No one. It sounds so fake. So yeah, I'm actually his long-lost twin brother. Right? And it came down to a toss of a coin, or I'd have been on Big Bang Theory. It wouldn't have been any good, though, because I would actually understand the physics and stuff they're talking about, whereas he doesn't. But, do you want to know something about that show? Mary Farrah Fowler, Nian Bialik, is a doctor of math. She has a PhD in mathematics. And she is also very, very Orthodox and Jewish. She won't wear, that's why she always wears clothes like that. You never see her arms and stuff. No, it's not for the show. That's what she's like in real life. She even designed a bathing suit that she could wear at the beach. Notice how in America it's no problem, but if she wore it on the beach in France, she'd get in trouble. But she wouldn't because she's white, so it's okay. Because France is evil. If any of you are French, I don't mean you personally. I mean the government of France is evil, not you guys. Everybody good with this? Okay, I will be right with you, Tiffany. Right, Tiffany? Yeah. Okay. I got to make sure I've done everything here. Okay, I just got to... Okay. Tiffany, I'm just going to quickly do this last question so it's recorded so you guys can mark it tonight. Check it on YouTube, okay? Just give me 1 sec. Yeah. I'm sorry, what? Yes, of course. Tiffany, what was your question? Oh, they're not repeatable at all for you guys, are they? Let me call that back up. Is that on sheet 1 too? Guys, I've just been informed by Tiffany that there are some other questions on the page you cannot read. There they are. Those are the top of page sheet 1-2. Really? But if you don't make the noise, it's not a satisfying 5. Way to stick with it, though, because I was coming in hot. Good job. Did you stare at my elbow? That's the key to a good high 5. You look at each other's elbows. If you don't, you look like an idiot. Trust me. You want to proof? Sure you do. Get up. Come on. High 5. Don't look at my elbow. Do not look at my elbow. Look at my hand. Ready? Lean. Now look at my elbow. Oh my God. Look at my elbow! Look at my elbow! See? You gotta look at elbows. You never miss. You gotta both do it. Sorry. Come on! Now I look like a moron. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, Elma. You can't do that. You can't change elbow height. You gotta be coming in, and you gotta come in hot. You can't go. See? Sounds like a rifle shot back there. You can't go wussy. You got to come in hot. Huh? Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That takes a lot of practice. All those baseball guys that do it every time, they've been doing it for years. When they were down in the minors, they were working on their high five as much as they were working on hitting and catching. Anyways, everyone got those now? No problem. Relax. They're going to be recorded and on YouTube. This is recording right now. Matt C. Myers 9. All one word. Matt, M-A-T-T.
I saw the wrestling guy.
Did you see the wrestling guy? Matt C. Myers 9. Because in rugby, I play scrum half, which is 9. The position is 9. Because I had to have a number. And why not 9? You know what my number is in baseball? Because I'm such a nerd? Pi. The back of my jersey is the pi symbol. I know, right? Oh, yeah. Those I have extras of. Right there. So whenever I have to go in and pinch hit or pinch run for somebody, the umpire always asks for my number. Pi. And he goes, 5? Pi. 5? No. Pi. 3.14. Oh. And on the lineup cards, my buddy puts me in as 3.14 because he doesn't know how to make pi show up on his keyboard. He doesn't know how to find it. My team laughs, but I think they think I'm just lame. But I know none of you think I'm lame, so it's okay.
Are you going to check on homework?
Am I going to come and check your homework? I'm going to walk around sometimes and see if it was done.
Okay, like, buying the content is, like, out of that. But, like, person, like, number 1.
Like this one right here that's visible?
Yeah.
Like that? What would I want you to do for that?
Like,
I'm going to show you both answers.
okay.
I'm going to show you it in feet and in miles and feet. So it's up to you.
So
I don't care.
miles and feet?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I don't care. So this one would be, if you were doing it with miles and feet, you might say, okay, it's 2 miles, 7,000 feet, right?
Yeah.
But then you should say, hey, wait a minute, though. 5,280 of that is another mile, isn't it? So you'd go 3 miles, and then the difference here between 5,280 and 7,000, which is 1,720. So you would do that. That would be acceptable, but so would be 3 times 5,280. So would like 18,000 feet. I would accept both because they're both right. Right? This is stupid math class work, not real life work. Like you wouldn't say to your buddy who lives in Seattle, "Yo, I gotta come down and visit you. You live 18,000 feet away from me." No, you'd say you live 3 miles away from me. Right? This is just math teachers being dummies, because how else can we ask you to, how else can you learn to do it, right? If we had to think of a real life scenario for every single math concept that we have to teach you guys, textbooks would be this thick, right? At some point you just got to do something with the numbers and then apply it later on. Everyone cool? Okay, I'm going to turn this off so I can go back to writing the right answer for days, hours, and minutes. You won't get a decimal point as minutes. Your leftover time will be the seconds. And of course, this will be on YouTube later. You can check it later. Or check it tomorrow. Up to you. I am perfectly accepting of how you choose to take charge of your own education.